Hello guys, hello guys and gals. Hi. Hopefully you came in from the TikTok that I just posted, or if not, welcome to the stream. Hi. How you doing? God. So yeah, in today's stream, I'm going to be watching the new Friday the 13th kill count. I personally think this is going to be pretty good. I think this will be fun. So, honestly, we'll jump straight into this video, but I'm just going to do something real quick. For now, you guys shall listen to some music. There goes me. All right, let's see what music you guys can listen to. You guys are going to listen to Dire Docks. Why did I close out the tab? What the hell? I'm gonna pause this, that's an ad. Okay, let's jump into the video. I am very much tired, and I know I stated that, but still. Let's jump straight into this Friday 13 kill count. So yeah, let's check this out. The famous intro, boys.
Welcome to the kill count, where we tally up the victims in
in all our favorite horror movies.
And learn a lot about them too. I'm JamesAJanisse, and today
JamesAJanisse, boys.
Friday the 13th, released in 1980. When I launched Dead Meat in 2017, I chose to begin the kill count with the Friday the 13th franchise. On April 7th, I released the very first episode of this show, where I looked at a low-budget slasher that would change the horror genre forever. Since then, I've made nearly 300 episodes of the kill count, and in that—
Wait, what? He made wait. I've been watching Dead Meat for a while. There's no way he made like 300 videos. No way.
At that time, the show has evolved
That's true, that's
dramatically.
cool.
It is now a much more informative and celebratory production, free of the cynicism and speed talking that were signatures of my earliest episodes. It made sense for me to start the channel with Friday the 13th, and because I did, I was lucky enough to see Dead Meat grow real big real fast. Now I want to go back and give this historic franchise its proper due. My original episodes were cursory, and while charming, somewhat shallow. It's time to give Friday the 13th the 5-star kill count.
You're not wrong,
That's
James.
because no
You're
other
not
franchise
wrong.
has shaped the horror genre quite like Friday has. When people think of horror movies, they think of Friday the 13th. Maybe not by name, but they're probably picturing a hulking killer in a hockey mask slaughtering scantily clad teenagers. There was a Friday the 13th movie released in 8 of the 10 years of the 80s, right as the horror genre was becoming better known in mainstream pop culture. The tropes of the franchise became the tropes of the genre. Its weaknesses became the criticisms of horror as a whole. To date, 12 Friday the 13th movies have been released, all of them theatrically, and most of them successful at the box office. For better or worse, this franchise is the genre's standard bearer, and holding the flag high is the ghoulish goalie, Jason Voorhees. Jason is so infamous, he often just goes by his first name, and he's known to anyone who pays attention to pop culture, even if they've never seen a horror film before. Sure, they might have some inaccurate assumptions about him. Most commonly, he's erroneously depicted with a chainsaw instead of his trademark machete. I'm guessing that comes from some sort of mental merging with Leatherface, seeing as how Jason has only ever been attacked by a chainsaw before.
That is true. That is true.
Despite the occasional misconception, though, Jason is still probably the best-known horror movie killer. And yet, he's not the killer in the film that started his franchise. This fun fact was widely disseminated thanks to Scream, but it's still interesting to reflect on how horror's most infamous murderer didn't show up looking like himself until the 3rd movie in the series. The original film is a bit of a whodunit and reveals his
yeah, who did it? Who killed these people?
First-person shots that it lifted from Halloween, and which was done in Black Christmas even before that, but no one ever seems to give that movie the credit it deserves. In any case, it was Halloween that producer Sean S. Cunningham asked writer Victor Miller to imitate. And I don't mean just a little bit.
Sean called me up and said, Halloween is making incredible money at the box office, let's rip it off. That is keeping it real.
After producing Wes Craven's Last House on the Left in 1972, Cunningham found himself making unsuccessful kids films with Miller and producer Steve Miner. He figured horror was the best way to make something profitable, and set out to do it with nothing more than a title, Friday the 13th.
I didn't know what the movie was going to be.
The famous Friday the 13th, boys. The famous one. The famous
put an ad
title.
in Variety, calling it the most terrifying film ever made, even though he didn't have a script or story yet. And the damnedest thing is, that worked. A trio of shady theater owners from Boston were so impressed by the ad, they gave Cunningham $500,000 to make his movie. As with their Little League kids films, Cunningham directed and produced Friday, while Miller wrote the screenplay. A legal battle of rights between these two is the reason the franchise hasn't had a new film in a dozen years, even while other series
I
see
think everyone knows
resurrections
this,
and
actually.
revivals. I can't get into the weeds of that lawsuit here, but it is why the video game stopped being updated. Damn shame. That game was great.
I will admit that the game was really fun. It was really enjoyable. I loved the game. It was very fun to play with. I'm just gonna look at something real quick.
Is the reason the franchise hasn't had a new film in a dozen years, even while others.
Okay. Just gonna lower the volume a bit. Alright. Bop. Alright.
This movie. I might get some shit for this, but as important as this movie is to the genre and me personally, I think it's pretty bad. And I'm not alone. Betsy Palmer knew what was up.
He sent me the script, I read it, and I said, what a piece of shit.
Oh my god, she said that sitting right next to Vic Miller. Though Palmer later came around to the film, her initial assessment was right. Friday the 13th is a plodding bore that doesn't do anything better than slashers made before or since. In fact, I think it makes the subgenre look bad. There's a litany of other slashers that are better made or more entertaining, or both. In this first Friday film, scenes drag on forever, with all the urgency of an Italian neo-realist film. That's the genre so slow that its most famous movie is 90 minutes of a dude looking for his dog. I honestly think the only reasons this movie got famous is because of its great marketing and because it did a good job combining parts taken from other horror films. Because Halloween wasn't the only one that Friday ripped off.
Sean is very insistent that we we borrow from Hitchcock.
Regardless, a lot of people fucking love this franchise. And
Yeah,
I can respect
including
that.
me.
It's kind of a populous series. These movies are dependable, almost blue collar in a way. You know what you're gonna get with them every single time. Plus, there are some things, even in this first one, that are genuinely great. The name, which does kick ass. The music by
does.
Harry Manfredini.
Oh,
a
the
late injection of
music.
energy
Oh,
courtesy
yeah,
of
the
Miss
music's
Betsy Palmer.
fucking
And
awesome.
of course, the thing this channel was built upon, and the one place where Friday blows Halloween away, the kills and makeup effects infamously done by Tom Savini. How many
Yeah.
were there? Well, I've told you once before, but it's always good to go back and double check your work. Let's get to the kills.
Introducing
Oh. There's an ad. But finally, we're getting into the kills. Let's go.
The movie begins at Camp Crystal Lake in 1958. This cold open that takes place in the past was another thing Miller took directly from Halloween. As a shaky point of view
imagine
shot checks in on their
copying
checker-playing young
Halloween.
charges, the camp counselors strum guitars and sing Bible tunes by the fire. Claudette and Barry both get horny for Jesus, so they clasp each other's Christ-loving hands and sneak away for some barn attic fool-arounds. Things are getting real sexy on that potato sack when the first-person intruder happens upon them.
We weren't doing anything, we were just...
Getting killed! An off-screen stab
yeah.
leaves a bloody wound in Barry's gut and gives us the first ever kill of the Friday the 13th franchise.
Me after I get done doing my business.
Claudette, despite being a boxer, or box thrower, also meets her end when the camera comes at her face in choppy slow-mo and kills her with a freeze frame. After
Yeah,
the
she
screen
dies from a
flashes to
freeze
white,
frame.
we
She
get a
legit does. She just
title
dies.
card! Oh, damn it, broke the mirror. The opening credits are painfully plain. Just white Helvetica-looking font against a black background. It's shocking they'd stick to the style as long as they did, but I guess it allows you to enjoy Harry Manfredini's score.
Dun, 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 ba, 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 ba.
Although it's pretty similar to Bernard Herrmann's Psycho score, I maintain that Manfredini's music and sound design was essential to Friday the 13th's success. It's now present day, which for this movie means 1979. Annie Phillips is trying to get to Camp Crystal Lake, but everyone in town gives her dirty looks for bringing the place up.
Camp Blood. They're opening that place again?
Hell yeah they are, lady, which has got the town's eccentric Crazy Ralph wildin' out.
Never come back again. Shut up, Ralph.
Nah, you don't need to shut up, Ralph. Say whatever you want, my bucket hat wearing friend.
It's got a death curse.
Yeah, death curses and shit.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
better than that
And
shit
the-
Enos the
the-
truck driver be saying.
All the girls up there gonna look as good as you?
Oh, man. And watch the hands, Enos. Come on. If Enos's voice sounds familiar, by the way, might be because actor Rex Everhart voiced freaking Maurice in Beauty and the Beast.
A horrible, monstrous beast!
I guess
What?
this town's got two crazy
No
old men.
way.
Crazy
That is
old
cool.
Maurice.
Enos reluctantly drives Annie towards the camp, telling her all about its past troubles, which seem to stem from one tragic accident.
Boy drowning in 57?
Since then, there have been fires and water poisoning, but Annie swears she'll be okay, so he drops her off and wishes her well. Later, Annie's picked up by an unseen driver who speeds past the camp's turnoff and brings in the Manfredini.
Hey, wasn't that the road up for Camp Crystal Lake back there?
Oh no. Oh dear.
Killer unseen for most of the film, Manfredini used the music
Simply
as a
Sophie.
stand-in and
I speedran
signifier.
here.
When you heard
Bro,
it, you knew the
where
killer
the
was
hell
there.
have you
He was
been?
inspired by a similar
Where have
use
you
of the shark
been?
theme in Jaws. To escape that music to murder by, Annie
I'm
tucks
over
in
here
roles
watching a
with some
stream while
actually
we could be
performed by her
playing
actor
on our
Robbie
world.
Morgan. Annie takes off into the woods and is pursued
I'm
by a
joking.
vehicle driver
Thank you
who
for coming to
eventually
my
catches
stream.
up to her
Thank
and
you,
slits her throat
honestly.
against a tree. Those cold open.
Oh god, I forgot about this. I
We're
forgot
getting
about
full
that.
Savini. For this effect,
For those of you that don't know, I get really grossed out whenever I see those type of kills. It just fucking grosses me out. Like, oh my god.
Savini used a mold of Robbie
I was
Morgan's
watching
neck to make a
TikToks,
rubber
I'm sorry.
prosthetic
It's
she
okay,
wore
it's
over
okay.
a blood tube that ran up her sleeves. Love the way the prosthetic slits open. When
Oh,
Robbie Morgan
God,
moves
that's
her
so
jaw.
gross. I
Tom
forgot this
Savini
was a
26
thing.
years old when Cunningham sought him out based on his work in Dawn of the Dead. He was one of the first people hired and was essential to bringing Friday to life. I think his contributions are right up there with Sean Cunningham, producer Steve Miner, and Vic Miller. Looks like Annie won't be able to cook for Camp Crystal Lake's reopening, which is headed by this dude who
Looks like she won't be able to do that. Yes, blood, make movie go spooky, spooky, spooky.
to be his counselors. some of whom arrive backed by a peculiar music choice that seems completely out of
That
place
kill was
in the
cool,
series.
but gruesome at the same time. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. I do agree
Where
with
did
you.
that bluegrass come from? And more importantly, where does it go? Steve Christie's favorite
Probably
employee
somewhere
is
else,
Alice
if you know
Hart,
what
played
I
by
mean.
Adrienne King. She's a capable handy woman and artist, which wins her special attention from Steve and his jorts. Yeah, I'm not a body language expert or nothing, but something tells me she's not a fan of that face caressing. Steve heads into town, leaving his merry band of counselors behind.
Wow,
Since there are future
a grown
meatbags
man
in
leaves a
Kill
bunch of
Count, let's meet
teenagers
them.
to
And
work
don't
at
worry,
a
it won't take
fucking
long.
camp.
They're not
That
that
makes
deep. They were
perfectly
meant to be
good sense.
down-to-earth kids next door types, which is why casting directors Julie Hughes and Barry Moss hired New York stage actors, as opposed to more screen-seasoned actors from LA. Brenda's the responsible one, making her a target of the camp goofster Ned, whose pranks range from the dangerous to the deceptive to the Dan Snyder-esque. The super sexy horny couple is Jack and Marcy. Jack, of course, played by Kevin Bacon. By this point, Bacon had had a part in Animal House, but he had gone back to waiting tables in New York before he was cast in Friday. He'd later go on to huge fame after starring in Footloose, but unfortunately, I've never seen him in any Friday the 13th special features. What, you too good for horror, Kevin? There's
I
also
guess he
Bill,
is. I guess he's
kind
too
of
good
another
for
love
it.
interest for Alice, but he's pretty much a nothing guy. Most interesting thing about him is that he's played by Bing Crosby's son, Harry, and that it's really him playing guitar in a later scene.
Ew, straight people kissing.
That's a tasty lick, brah. Most of Act 1 is these kids doing random shit around the camp. Friday was filmed over 7 weeks in the fall of 1979 at an actual Boy Scout camp called Nobi Bosco in Blairstown, New Jersey. I actually own a piece of the doc used in this movie, since Chelsea got it for me after I started Dead Meat. Thanks, hun. Unlike in my original video, I'm not gonna show the footage of when they killed the real-life snake. I only mention it because it's a well-known oddity of the film, and because the story behind it pisses me off, so I've got a rant for a minute. Turns out that snake wasn't just a random one they found and killed. It was a snake performer and pet owned by a guy who didn't know they were going to kill it. Savini asked to borrow it, and they hacked it up without warning. What the fuck is that about, man?
What the
That's
hell?
fucked up, Tom. The counselor's
I
last
did not know
summertime
that. I actually
experience is a
legit did
pop-up
not know
pantry
that.
Visit from Crazy
That scared
Ralph.
me.
He prattles on about how doomed they are before piecing out
By the
front
way,
door
did you
and
know
speed walk-
some people joked about seeing a dead body, but then actually seeing one? Oh, wow.
walking away.
Oh, damn, those people must regret joking about that body, huh?
You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
I changed my mind.
Jeez.
Shut up, Ralph.
Oh, there's an ad. I don't like ads. Ads are evil. That snake was cute. Fuck snakes, dude. No offense, but I encountered a snake before, and they scared the shit out of me.
In an unusually beautiful shot for this film, all of Jack and Marcy's
Burger
lakeside
King.
grab ass causes Ned to grow jealous and sad. He sees an unknown person walk into a cabin, and after following them inside, is never seen alive again. Guess he's
Huh, I
gonna
wonder
miss the
fucking why.
incoming thunderstorm, which is just film lights being flashed on and off, and some strangely sincere acting from Kevin Bacon.
It's gonna storm.
Who is Kevin
Tear down
Bacon?
that valley like a
Like, I don't get it. I never
Excuse me, sir,
I never
what kind of
heard
movie
of
do
this
you
guy
think
until
you're in
Friday
right now?
13th.
The storm moves over the lake in more
AD
shots than
go
I
video
legitimately
go
enjoy
monkey.
as we begin this long
We can no
night at
longer be
Camp
friends.
Blood,
Snakes
which
are
is Victor
adorable.
Miller's
Fuck
original
snakes,
title
dude. How are
Jack
they
and Marcy take
adorable?
refuge inside
We got
the cabin,
rattlesnakes.
which is the perfect place
We
to
got
crash some butt
okay.
crack and
All
beat the
right, a face of ass. Okay, that.
business.
We got
it's
ass.
40 o'clock here on Crystal Lake, because the other counselors are starting up a game of strip Monopoly. Not joining the others for this camp-wide horny o'clock
Okay,
meeting?
hopefully I don't
Yes,
get a
he's
copyright
dead, baby.
strike
We see him
and
with his
also a
throat
fucking
slit,
age
top bunk
restricted.
above Jack and
Let's
Marcy.
hopefully
So, you know
let's
that trope about
let's just
how
hope that
sex gets
that
killed
doesn't
in a horror
happen to
movie?
me.
That thing was hammered home in the Friday
Okay.
the 13th franchise, which is why
Okay. I'm getting age restricted. No. Let's take a look. Memes. Men's. Oh,
after
God.
Marcy leaves to wash
Their
up,
faces
we get
are
a
so cute.
classic post-coital
Their
kill.
faces
Jack
are
lights
not
up a
cute.
J, then feels
I once
some
had a
blood
snake
dripping
around my
from
neck,
above.
and it was
A
adorable.
nice
What the
distraction
fuck is
before a
wrong with
hand
you?
grabs him from beneath the bed. Jack
Oh,
is
God.
killed with an
Oh!
arrow that pierces through his neck from below. It's probably the film's most infamous kill, and is excellent, even if these super high-res transfers reveal the
Oh,
slightly
God.
off-color prosthetic attached to Kevin Bacon's head. The rest of
I forgot that was a scene. Can you look at my latest video real quick? It's really funny. Okay, I'll take a look at it real quick. But anyway. Oh, God, I forgot that was a fucking thing. I'm not even kidding. Oh, I forgot that was another death that I hate. Jesus, Pamela. Fuck. Why do you have to keep going with the fucking... Oh, God. E. What's E? Oh, I'm gonna... That was freaking epic. That was fucking terrifying.
Bacon's body was underneath the bed, along with Tom Savini and his assistant/friend Tasso Stavrakis. Previously seen on the kill count in Day and Dawn of the Dead, films where he also helped Savini do makeup and stunts. While filming this kill, the blood tube's pump broke.
Tell you what, I'll check your
video
video after the stream. Well, no, not after the stream.
That makes Bacon visibly
later,
react,
I'll check it out later.
Cement
Don't worry,
this
man.
kill as legendary. Jack's lover Marcy is the next one to go after some quality underpants time in the mirror. She
Hey,
turns
yo,
around and
what?
sees her attacker, who raises an axe in the air and brings it down right into her face. It might not
She
be as
dead. She
infamous
down
as
for the count.
arrow through the neck, but I love
She
it all
bit
the
the
same.
dust.
For this kill, Savini used one of his
Look at my
favorite tricks
video,
of the subconscious.
please. It's
Show
funny.
the audience
Okay.
that the murder weapon.
Alright, I'll take a look at your video. Alright. I don't know why, but I thought this was Wilbur Soot. I don't know why. E. No, sure.
Why are you in our house?
Oh my god. No, I... What the fuck? What even happened? Oh my god. Oh, I'm fucking dying. Reality is sometimes disappointing. Okay. Guys, this is a fucking Wi-Fi router. Jordan, don't die. We still gotta play Minecraft. Okay. But I do feel like dying. Tommy almost dies playing FNAF 5. That was me like 2 streams ago while I was playing FNAF 1. I kept on getting jump scared. This is a Wi-Fi router. That's not a PS5. That's a Wi-Fi router.
Weapon is real before doing the kill with a fake prop.
She gives some power to
That was a funny video. Continue making more, man. Vibe VR. Continue making more of your content. That's pretty funny.
That's why we see the axe bang against the light and make a noise. It makes us feel an impact we never see, and disguises the rubber axe affixed to the actor's head with mortician's wax. Before our virginal final girl Alice can finish unbuttoning her blouse, the Storm King
Hey, yo,
cancels the
what?
strip Monopoly.
This is a horror movie, not a porno.
Brenda goes back to her own cabin, where she puts on her finest Geppetto nightgown and settles in for a good read. Nothing to distract her from this literature. Except the voice of a
Nah, I don't really feel like helping you. No, you won't die. If you die, I'll have to fly to America to attend your funeral.
And she's killed off screen by some arrows.
Oh,
But
you're so
I'm counting her now because
you're so
we hear
nice,
her
Sophie.
scream,
You're so
implying
nice.
that the kill has occurred.
You're
Bill and
very
Alice
nice.
start finding clues that things might not be cool at Christmas
Oh,
Day. There is
dear.
one great shot that I think is worth pointing out here. After Alice breaks the window to the office to call the police, the camera tracks over to look at them through the window, then continues tracking over to show that the phone line has been cut. I found that unusually artistic. With their vehicles
just turned to
similarly
Mario right there.
sabotaged,
But
Alice
anyway,
and Bill
oh
are
dear.
stranded here until Steve Christie gets back. That fucking guy. He's been hanging out in a diner as his teenage counselors get slaughtered. He gets back to camp only to be blinded by...
This motherfucker has been staying at a fucking diner for half of the fucking movie? Are you kidding me? That is some total bullshit, dude. No, there's no way some total random old geezer that wants to fuck a child literally stayed at a cafeteria or whatever, at a cafe for fucking almost the entire movie. Look at my PS5 video. The reality is really disappointing. Skip to 30 seconds. But I did watch it.
By a light, and it ain't Manfred Mann. It's someone he recognizes.
Oh, hi. What are you doing out in this mess?
Oh, you know, chillin', killin'. Steve Christie's killed with an off-screen gut stab.
No, Steve! No, I'm kidding. I don't care about Steve. Steve can go fuck himself.
Through the power of a fade to black. Bill leaves Alice to a couch nap as he goes to look at the generator, but when she wakes up sometime later, he still hasn't returned. Unbelievably,
oh dear,
the movie still drags its feet this far in. We sit there and watch Alice make a pot of coffee, for God's sake. Come on, movie, this isn't suspenseful, it's boring. Can we please liven things up around here?
Oh shit!
Thank you. Alice finds Bill's body.
I got jump scared from an old movie from 1980. What the fuck? Why? How did I get
Hung on the door with a
scared?
bunch of arrows, stuck there like a plaster.
I don't even know how I got
cushion.
scared.
With Alice's scream and some Manfredini, our first Friday Final Girls circuit begins. Kinda. Alice suffers from a boring false start as we sit there and watch her blockade a door with a single 2-minute long shot. It could have been cool if it didn't cut away before Brenda's body flew in through the window. I already counted her earlier, but now we see that she's all roped up. And also that she looked suspiciously Savini-esque when she came in through that window.
She is now
Alice's
dead.
race
She's
is
fully
put on
dead.
hold when she sees
That bitch
a
is
car
dead.
pull up. It's time for this movie to get an injection of kick.
Pamela! Hey, let's go! We got my girl Pamela! We finally got my girl Pamela Voorhees! We got Pamela motherfucking Voorhees! Let's fucking go! Let's go! We need some epic music for this. We need some epic music. Where is it? We need some epic music for this. Don't mind this. Wait, what the fuck was that on? Okay. We need some epic music. Let's see. What I know what we could do.
Let's go, girl.
No, I don't care about Hurts. Let's go! After 16 long minutes, we finally see Pamela Voorhees!
Carrie.
Well, I'm Mrs. Voorhees, an old friend of the Christies.
There, Alice. Betsy Palmer's here to finally make this movie interesting. You can already tell something's off with Mrs. V from her very first conversation, but she keeps up a facade of normality just long enough to fool Alice and give Palmer some kick-ass acting to do.
Steve should never have opened this place again. There's been too much trouble here.
Prior to Friday, Betsy Palmer was best known as a panelist on old game shows like I've Got a Secret. She wasn't eager to do a horror film, but her agent called her the same week her car broke down. The role paid $10,000, the same price as a Volkswagen Scirocco she wanted.
I need the car. Send me the script.
Palmer showed up the last 10 days of the shoot, and by all accounts,
Wait.
was lovely and
Wait, did she just do the movie so she could have just got a car?
considerate professional. Though she initially thought very little of the film, she came to appreciate that it kept her relevant late in her career. At this point, Mrs. Voorhees drops the act and reveals the motivation that would launch a dozen films.
Did you know that a young boy drowned the year before those two others were killed? The counselors weren't paying any attention. They were making love while that young boy drowned.
She says Jason's
damn.
name for the first time ever and reveals that she's his mother, who's been trying to keep the camp closed since then.
Damn, bro, that's tough. R.I.P. that Jason Voorhees, hey.
Thus, the
She just really wanted a car. Yeah, I know. she did this whole movie so she could get a fucking car.
Meant to be a whodunit. The unmet mother of the unmet kid who was one time mentioned to have drowned is a pretty impossible thing for any viewer to have guessed. The only reason it works at all is because of Betsy Palmer. Mrs. Voorhees starts having herself little hallucinations where she hears her son yelling for help. She promises that she will help by killing negligent counselors like the ones that let him drown.
Oh dear.
What you did.
Get out of there.
Alrighty,
Get out of there.
Let's get this circus started for real. We've got
got
body discovery. Or
Oh,
two.
okay,
Christy, and you know,
It's enough slices.
Mrs. Voorhees does her part to make the race special, bringing out the crazy eyes and talking in a creepy little boy voice.
Kill her, Mommy. Kill her.
Nah, bro, I don't really feel like killing anybody.
I won't.
Gotta say, Betsy, whatever you're paying your dentist, it's not enough. She catches up to Alice.
In all seriousness, I really applaud Betsy Palmer. I hope I said that name right.
When we hit somebody on stage, we hit somebody.
I hope King didn't pay her a receipt and actually uppercut her cooter with that gun butt there. The chase goes on to include a casual machete swipe and a Flynn Rider strike that makes Mrs. Voorhees bleed from her head. Good work, Alice. The long fight between Alice and Mrs. Voorhees, which continues after Alice retreats to the beach, was filmed over 2 nights with fight choreography done by Savini and Stavrakis. Since production couldn't afford real stunt doubles, all this action was done by Palmer and King themselves. They really beat the shit out of each other.
We all did everything ourselves. I mean, what you saw was what we did.
Good thing Pam didn't land that German suplex then. Alice
Look at the
escapes
recorder
Mrs.
in
Voorhees
front of
and
me.
grabs her
This is why
machete
I
off
hate
the
children.
ground. In a
That's the title.
classic
Okay.
kill, she charges at Mrs. Voorhees. And
Let's
slow motion
go! Kill her! No, wait, hold on.
She
I
charges
know
at
what could work
Mrs.
for this. I know what could work for this scene. Wait, yeah, I know what could work for this. I know what could work for this scene. That perfectly goes for this.
easily when it was hit with that real machete Voorhees hair. Those hands belonged to the bacon blood blower Tasso Stavrakis. He had the foam Mrs. Voorhees head attached to his shoulder with toothpicks so it would come off easily when it was hit with that real machete. Alice walks away the victor and is floating in a canoe the next morning as the cops arrive, promising safety at last. It's a lengthy sequence.
It took the cops a whole day just to get to Camp Crystal Lake. Are you serious?
Thanks to Manfredini's score, which opens up to be lush and melodic for the first time in the film.
Hey.
It does a good job getting you nice and relaxed, as does the peaceful lake water. And that's when Swampy Boy Jason appears in the so-called chair jumper ending. Another thing lifted from a
when I first watched Friday, that jump scare really did get me.
Ending from Carrie. This first ever depiction of Jason Voorhees was performed by Ari Lehman, a kid actor suggested by producer Steve Miner since he knew him from Manny's Orphans, one of those kid movies he made with Cunningham and Miller. Originally, Cunningham was going to have his own son Noel do it, but his wife ixnayed that and play for him to be Ace and Jay.
Were it not for her, I would have been Jason. I would have been the first Jason, and I'm not bitter.
Are you sure about
Ari
that?
Lehman, who had to submerge himself without a wetsuit in New Jersey November lake water. But he loved doing it and excitedly discusses it to this day. Lively guy, fun to talk to. The movie ends with Alice waking up in the hospital because that Jason jump scare was nothing but a dream. Alice doesn't think so, though.
Ma'am, we didn't find any boy.
Then he's still there.
Or is he? No, wait, he definitely is. We've got
He's
10
still
more movies
chilling in
ahead
the
to
water,
prove it.
drowning.
How many people can a mother's love kill? Well, before I tell you, did you know that there was once a young kitty named Lucy who didn't get pets one day? Oh, the horror movie characters around her were too busy being killed to pet her. What's that, Lucy? What about the numbers? Count them, James. Count them. I will, Lucy. I will.
I love James so much. He makes me laugh so much. With every kill count, he always makes me laugh. Oh God.
10 people died in Friday the 13th, but those were make-believe kills, unlike that poor snake. The victims consisted of 5 men and 5 women, a nice even split to kick off this franchise. With a runtime of 95 minutes,
we have blueberry and raspberry.
That left us with a kill on average every 9.5 minutes. I'll give the golden chainsaw for coolest kill to Jack. I almost gave it to Mrs. Voorhees, but that kill was done with a fake head. The fact that we watched Kevin Bacon's
you son of a bitch, James! You motherfucker! Why did you show that?
Steve Christie. I get making the first 2 kills low-key to catch viewers off guard later, but by the time we get to Body Oil Steve's death, an off-screen stab doesn't cut it. And that's it. Friday the 13th came out in 1980 and made more money than The Shining, which came out 2 weeks later. I think its success was largely because of its marketing, which brings up one more dude critical to this movie's legacy. Frank Mancuso Sr. was a VP at Paramount when he bought the American distribution rights for Friday the 13th. Instead of playing it only in drive-ins and grindhouse theaters, he took the unusual approach of treating this little horror movie like a major motion picture. He opened it on 1,000 screens in mainstream theater chains with a huge marketing campaign targeted towards teens and 20-somethings. He believed in the movie's potential, and it paid off bigly. So much that Paramount asked for another one as soon as the box office reports came in. Part 2 would be released less than a year later, and I'll look at that on Friday. But until then, I'm JamesAJanisse.
This has been the Kill Count.
On the next Kill Count.
Remember the 90s?
Thank you for shopping at B. Dalton's.
When shopping malls were cool, when the internet was a whittle baby, when you felt safe. Well, maybe not that last one. At least not in Shadyside. This small suburban town has a long history of tragedies, while the wealthier neighboring Sunnyvale has seen nothing but success and handsome police chiefs.
That's whack.
Fear Street Part 1, 1994 kicks off a horror trilogy that explores the bloody past of Shadyside.
All these massacres are connected to Sarah Fear.
Was the town once cursed by a witch? Or is it something more sinister?
I mean, no one actually thinks that this witch shit is real.
Though Fear Street is based on a series of R.L. Stein books, this is not your siblings' Goosebumps movie.
I love this one.
They're swearing.
Fuck this. Fuck Peter. Fuck Sam. Yeah, fuck her.
Sex.
Would you all go to Pound Town?
And a whole lot of blood.
You get blood on it all.
Okay, that's gross.
Because this movie isn't just referencing slashers, it is one.
You're all fucking dead.
This weekend, watch Fear Street Part 1, 1994, as we explore the series in tandem with Friday the 13th this August. And this Sunday, only 2 days away,
hey!
For the Kill Count.
Let's go!
Potentially exactly why you have no friends.
Fear Street Part 1.
Damn, roasted him. Alright. But anyway, I like this video. This video was done very well by James, and the movie itself is a very good one. I will forever appreciate the movie and also James. So yeah, but let's see how many kills was in the original kill count. So 10 people in total died. It's probably gonna be the same thing in Friday, but let's just check it out real quick. Okay, so same kill count. Okay. Alright, well, I think that will do it for this stream. Thank you for those who came in. And, as James once said, this has been a Kill Count.